Hey guys, William Murfitt here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video on Miss Mini. Got a few things I need to do today, and I'm just going to get cracking on. So, fuel tank is going to go in this video, and I'm also going to look at the gear linkage, get that all greased up, get it fitted in, new bobbins and such like. So, hopefully, should be a relatively straightforward one. I have just jacked up the front end of the car, so that's on stands again now, and yeah, get the gear selector in. Do that all, then I can do the carpet, the seats can go in, and then obviously the last thing in the inside is the dashboard, but at least I have somewhere to sit. Overall, we are doing okay. I seem to be struggling to get out here at the moment, just with odds and ends going on, but I am here today, so let's just get cracking on and sit at the camera and let's do some work. So, hit it. So fuel tank is in, and also the battery is in with the negative and the positive unattached. Also a retaining strap. I put a bung in the floor, so I've got the spare wheel to go in, and then I've got the boot board to go in as well to sort of hide in and enclose in that tank. And the boot can go and get closed. I've also done a repair for the number plate light, so hopefully that's going to be working fine. I'll test that when I get a bit of power in the car. And I think that's pretty much where we're up to with regards to that. So I think I'll take that as a win. And I think right, we have the gear selector here. Now this is the one that came out of Miss Mini, and it works fine. It's a bit greased up, and obviously you can see here, this is where the electric cables have been cut. This is one I have earlier, Blue Peter style. Actually is a little bit freer. It has been cleaned up previously. This one does work, but there's just a bit more stiff in there. I think this one here may just need packing full of grease, but we're going to use the existing one. The gear stick has been painted, so yeah, let's get cracking on with this. Right, we're in. Bit of a fiddle down the bottom, but the gear linkage is in. Just need to tighten down the bolt on the top, but I can obviously select gear. And yeah, just need to tighten everything down because that's a little bit moving still. So the pin is secure through the bottom. I've got a fork at the top which needs to be addressed. These two at the back need tightening down, and the selector is in. So you can see the heater's been placed in there, which will go up. I've got two green wires, which should hopefully be these two. and they will be going along here. The cables that go for the, you can probably just see the wires in there, they come up through this hole, plug into this, which is going to be your reversing lights. Yeah, then I have to obviously just dress all of these wires here. Someone's mentioned previously on the comments about repairing the heated windscreen, which I'm a little bit confused by. So I've got a wire this side which goes onto the screen, and a wire that side which a bit longer, which goes onto the screen as well. Same for the back, there's one on that side and one on that side, which are all connected. So not entirely sure what the comments were with regards to the have you repaired the wires on the screen, because they are all attached. They ran around the edge of here, so hopefully if someone could shed some light on that, and before I completely build it up, if I have to address something, then I will do. And yeah, just dressing everything. The only thing I'm a little bit stuck by is this wiring loom, I think, has 3 plugs. This one has 4, so what I'm hoping to do is just basically have one as a blank. Or I change that center switch panel for a 3-switch terminal. The only difference is that the plugs on the back, which I don't know if you can see, there's a little white one on there, the actual terminals are different to what the switches are on the car. So that's a little bit frustrating. I need to look into that. But overall, we're cooking on gas. Brake light switch is on, so everything underneath is okay. There's a couple of wires there, which is anyone can shed some light. There's a white bullet and a red and white bullet. I've got the black attached to here. The green goes into the heater. This little switch here goes onto the back of your switch for your heater, so that's all sort of sorted. There's just a couple of wires at the back of the loom, which I'm not entirely sure, and predominantly that red and white. Everything else, I think, is pretty straightforward. I've got, oh, that's another nightmare, isn't it? This is the speedo drive, and while it was a brand new drive, the retaining clips snapped off as I put the grommet on. So that's got to come back out. Speedo drive needs to go be replaced. I've got a couple of bungs to plug the holes up. I made this little bracket which holds on the wiper motor because it was just pulling out the when I tightened down. They're like a rubber grommet that sort of elongates and a screw goes in it, but that's been pretty wound out. And the only other thing is there should be a bolt here somewhere, maybe that one there actually, to hold the top of the servo, which as I tightened it down snapped as a captive nut, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be that one there. So I just need to make sure that that is tight, so the brake servo is fully tight. I need to drill some holes in the floor for the seat retainers, and then the seats can get bolted in. So we are we're heading in the right direction. It's taking a lot longer than I'd like, really, but we are heading in the right direction, as I say. That finishes it off a little bit. All I need is a little gear knob on the top, and that's that sorted. Oh. Hey everyone, I am back, and hopefully going to get a lot done today. So, by the weekend, I've cleared around the Manus Mini. Frustratingly, and I'll show you quickly in here. So if you remember this Mini from previous videos, it has been sat here for a while, just been in storage, which is absolutely fine. I just went to wipe it down the other day. I had stuff stacked to the side of the car, and nothing was really resting on the car other than these floor pans, which were up against this cloth. But anyway, I went to wipe the car down. I put my thumb through the bottom of the A panel. So the car's had a new A panel. It's been primed on the outside, and on the inside it's been rust protected. But hopefully this will be heading off the paint very soon. Which then means Miss Mini, hopefully, will be completed in time for Christmas. Fingers crossed. There's still quite a few things I need to do. Obviously the gear linkage is one of the issues I started at the beginning of this video. Slight issue because the bolt that goes through the top of the linkage, you can't fit with the exhaust in place. Because one side you have the diff, the other side you've got the exhaust. However, on the engine bay, the carb the exhaust and everything is already on. So they have to come off. Carbon inlet manifold and exhaust. I'm hoping the exhaust will be able to move back far enough that it will tilt at the bottom and I can get the bolt in, put it back on, re-bolt it back up, reassemble this. If that doesn't work, the engine steady has to come off, and that's going to be a ball ache. It's not the end of the world, but it's just something extra that I wasn't sort of counting on. As you can see, the bonnet's on. Most of the engine bay is pretty much there. I need to look at how these linkages go for like the heater mechanism, because at the moment that's just flopping around. Maybe get secured to the think about it airbox. I don't really know. It's been a while since I've worked on this style of heater cable. Servo's all on and plumbed in, so I could in theory bleed the brake system. The carb is on, the fuel pipes are all on and protected, and yeah, it's coming together nicely. So I'm happy with how we're up to with there, but just still a few more bits and pieces still to sort. Underneath, the brake lines and fuel lines and battery cables are done. The exhaust needs fitting on. This side, brakes, suspension, everything's done. The back, brakes and suspensions, everything's done. I do need to adjust the ride height somewhat. And then I need to go across to the other side. What I'm going to do is get the car out, turn it around, bring it back in, do the brake, suspension, and on the front right-hand side, lower the car down, adjust the ride height accordingly. It will go for a drive and be done again. I placed the seats in because a couple of comments previously said about the McLaren style middle seat. Dashboard still needs to be sorted. So a bit of wiring inside, gear linkage, a couple of bungs to sort out. And then we put things back together and hopefully get this car fired up into life and back on the road. Whew. Right, let's get cracking. So I'm going to leave this update here. Again, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up button, comment down below. And if you haven't done so already, please consider becoming a subscriber to the channel. Plenty more on this to come very soon. Hopefully some new projects as well in the future. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy.